What's going on, guys? We've got a full house. We've got this little Saturn Redline on the dyno, and I got a little Civic Wagon over there. So Jamie and I are gonna bust out a couple tunes side by side, and something we haven't got to do in a long time, honestly. We've been just all over the place. So this is pretty awesome. Pretty excited about it. Jamie's gonna be tuning the Redline on HP tuners, and he should be giving you some live updates as he goes. The Wagon is on S300, and I'll update you as well. All right, so he's upgraded to a GT3076, still all-wheel drive Wagon, and I think we made 330 horsepower before, right? And stuff he's changed, he's putting a bigger cam in it, springs, retainers. So we're looking for a little more power. What kind of power goes do you have?
I really don't have any at this point. I just want it to be reliable. Last time we had a lot of heating issues.
Yeah.
I tried to fix the coolant problem.
Yeah, and you put this new radiator in here, and that, you said that was a Koyo?
Yep.
What style is this Koyo? Like,
they just call it a pocket radiator.
A pocket radiator? It definitely looks good. It's stuff there, and then the little fans, do they come with it, or?
No, I bought those separate.
And they're 10 inches or?
Little 8 inches.
They're 8 inch.
Yeah.
Dang, this looks good. Super clean and simple. You tell you put in a lot of time.
I did do a proper crankcase beater. I eliminated the whole baffle box and everything, so it's got a dash 10 going up to the tank.
Dang.
So
this is great. And it's still full exhaust?
Yeah, I built this one. Last time we tuned it, it was just downpipe. This one I got an actual exhaust, but it dumps underneath the driver's seat basically.
And then you have the blow down going into it.
Yep. Well,
that is great.
Last time we had that goofy, the wastegate was way down low, and it was all janky. And so this time I cut the flange off, we re-welded it to the manifold, twisted it, and then I built a whole new downpipe for it.
Woo! Putting in that wrench time, getting it sweet, man. It really does look good, though. It looks super fresh. Whew. The whole car. That looks great. Real-time all-wheel drive. This is awesome. And then this will be tuned also on Honda S300, and we'll comb through all of that. How fun. This is sweet, man. It was sweet the last time. Now you're just making it cooler. But I'm gonna do a base pull on it real quick and just see where it's at and check air fuel stuff, and then we'll get into it and see where we can go. Like you said, the only radiator clamp he had, it let go right there, so. All right, take a look at that and get her back on and keep ripping. All right, so he's got the coupler back on, and I'm ready to jam. What do we get?
359.
Holy shit. 316 torque. She's making some jam, but I hit my cut again, which I had set at 24 pounds. So I need to check the plumbing on everything real quick on the boost control.
The bottom of the gate's the one that needs to be sourced and to side one of the solenoid.
So side one of the solenoid with the source is actually going to the top of the gate. So it's gonna try and make all the boost it can there. So we just gotta flip these two.
Okay, got it.
All right, guys, we're here with Saturn Ion Redline, and it's a little different than normal. So tell me what you got going on here, man.
So here it's a 2007 Saturn Ion Redline. They were originally supercharged, but I took that off and threw a ZZP full turbo kit on there. Fully stock internals, so not hoping for crazy numbers, but for mid threes would be awesome.
Okay. Baseline, see where we gotta go from here. Way too lean. All right, we made 176 there. That's a good starting point. All right, so I made a pretty drastic change on the PE, the power enrichment table. So, see if this helps us out.
What a difference, bro. It's already on a better path.
Started off too rich, and then went lean.
All right, with the boost lines flipped, I don't feel I've gotten a good base pull, so I'm gonna make another one, and hopefully this one's on the gate, just so we have a better idea of what we're even doing here. So, come on, babe. Battery's not the happiest. Saw a 12.9 in there.
See that keyboard real quick?
Yes, sir. So in the 12-pound range.
The graph looks way smooth.
What's that?
The graph looks.
It gets so much smoother. It was so fat on the.
Like it didn't fall off or anything though, even for being that rich.
Yeah, that's great.
So that was 274 and 245 foot-pounds. Gonna close on that battery.
All right, put a little boost duty in it. It actually has an AM True Boost, and it's not in the Honda.
We got the plugs down. We put a step puller plug in it. I changed a little bit of the fuel. It was really rich coming in, just a big change. And let's see if this works.
So I gave her a little bit in there.
Fuel pressure gauge, see what it's going to take to get one on there. We made 208, so we made a little bit more, but it is starting to run away up top. Smoothed out quite a bit coming in. It was still really rich there, so that's why I'm really thinking there's a fuel pressure problem.
All right, I'm gonna go show you guys this. Woo! Badass. Dang. 373 horsepower, 296 foot-pounds.
What'd you do?
Pretty good.
Ooh, that's more than it's ever made.
Yeah.
So the red one's power, blue one's torque.
Yep.
And then this other one here's the speed.
Okay, we're gonna leave the boost where we're at, and we're just gonna get the fuel kind of set up. So, I'm getting ready to rock this thing. I'd really like to see 380. Maybe a hope.
That video over there, it was throwing sparks like crazy out the exhaust. 362.
Yeah, I saw 19 pounds at the top.
All right, guys. So we got a fuel pressure gauge on it and a Schrader valve, so we were able to hook one of our test gauges up to it. I got Brent out there watching real quick, seeing if we lose fuel pressure or not. It's just I've given it so much fuel for it to still be showing lean. I'm thinking there might be an issue with fuel pump. It stays okay.
That was 209 horsepower. It looks pretty smooth. What you seen in here, James?
It's going really lean up top. I'm really rich coming in still. I got to get some more of that fuel out.
Shane's over there crazy.
Just hits a point where it runs from, you know, 1080 up to 13.9.
Oh.
So I got to see if I'm hitting some sort of cut or something.
Yeah, it seems like that might just be at the cutoff.
Yep.
All right, so I just want to make sure this little wagon repeats itself, but really good numbers for where we're at. Find out. I'm anxious to know. Our numbers in the log look so good. $371 horse with 297 foot-pounds of torque. Look at that. That's just awesome. That looked really good in the log too. It was sweet. 20 pounds of boost, same boost. I just trimmed it up a little bit so it wasn't quite as fat. It actually looks like it'd probably take a degree or two right through here after 6,800. 7,000-ish.
went a little too far on some of the stuff, so just got to track down where we went too far.
$217, boss. Definitely making progress now. What'd you find?
I had to go back to go forward. I just went a little too far on some stuff. There's just so many places you're working in the software,
yeah,
that you can just go too far at too many things at once. So took a step back, went back through the basics and started over.
It's working.
Yeah.
Yep, back to go forward. I've done it many times.
Yep.
But it's definitely looking good. You're about to throw down, bro.
Hey, I'm ready.
She's coming around. Yeah. Hell yeah. Find out what we got. It's like you're almost like anticipating what it is. We can look at the curve real quick here. So it's looking pretty smooth. I think we carried that a little bit better this pull. All right, what's our number? 394 horse with 299 foot-pounds. Yeah, dog. That is sick. A little single cam Civic wagon with almost 400 horsepower.
With small studs.
With small studs. That is awesome. Dude, congrats on that, man.
Thank you very much.
That's wicked cool. I'm just letting it run a little bit so the batteries. But she's happy, man. It looked really good too. I think I'm still screen capturing it all, the whole run. So that was awesome. That was awesome. Let's look at this real quick. 20 pounds boost. So we had a high 21 pounds. All right, man. Super stoked. Oh, look at this one. Come on, man. Oh. Get over there and see if we can't get that thing worked out on top. Ooh, he's closer. You're closer. You made a dent, a big dent. Well, I think we're in a good spot on the wagon. So we're probably gonna jump over there and just check out the Redline and finish with that. But man, I'm truly stoked and so pumped. Man, it's just unreal, bro.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Thank you very much.
Super good job. See, you did all the work.
Well, I did my best.
You did great. All right, so being in the tune, while logging, we noticed the hertz of the MAF was dropping off on the top end, which...
It was right before the injector milliseconds would drop off. We noticed that first, but it was the MAF was dropping hertz and then it had dropped the milliseconds, so it had closed the injector.
Yep, so basically the milliseconds of the injector were running around 8 milliseconds, so your pulse width of your injector is like this, and as drops the MAF off, the signal, it tightens up the pulse width of the injector, which all of a sudden it doesn't allow enough fuel to come out. It goes lean, it shuts the car down, and you get stuck. So
we got a hold of Kevin Warren. He used to work for Brent. He taught me a lot of the HP tuner stuff.
Super good dude, man.
Great dude.
Because we need another brain on the thing, you know?
We've been looking through it.
We got so much going on, you get stumped and you need a hand sometimes. So we phoned a friend.
He ran through a lot of the stuff that we had ran through. And then what we ended up doing is you can't change this operating system over to speed density. There's a lot of GM cars you can, this one you can't. So we just made the map sensor the primary, so we're using the VE instead of using all the MAF stuff. Basically, the MAF stuff is just backing up the map sensor instead of vice versa how it was.
Right.
So now it's a lot more normal for us, and it's starting to work.
It's starting to work. So we're gonna film a pull. Jamie's getting close on this tune now.
Yeah, it's a stock motor, so we're not going too crazy.
Right.
He was hoping for, you know, around 300. We're right around 260 right now, so we're close to that on the gate spring. So we do have a manual boost controller. We can give it a little bit.
Woo! All right. Look at that power band. 277, dog.
You just showed me the map on the log that time.
Boost cut's your friend. They're for air compressors, not for boost controllers. I've used them though. It was definitely going the right way. But you may have to just come out just a little bit. Well, I mean, honestly, whatever that was is where you want to be. Because it's about
199. I saw 200, so
it's about to crest. Hey, there we go, brother. There we go. 298. Huh?
193.
193. You almost got that goal, bro.
Pretty sweet power, man.
All right, Jamie gave it a touch of boost control, and now he's gonna go for that 300 number. Let's go, brother. Let's go. That was some power. That was definitely some power. I heard that. Woo! Red lines for the win here. Oh! 313 horsepower.
195 kVA.
195. Woo! 313 horsepower. You got there, bro.
Oh, shit.
Took a while. Phone a friend.
Got it done.
13 and a half pounds
How you doing?
for
Just keep pushing
313 horsepower. Good work, brother.
forward. Come on, buddy.
You definitely duked it out.
Yeah, we went round.
It was
We went round.
definitely a lot of work,
Yeah.
but you got there. Yeah, yeah, because it's all
Learned a lot.
Yeah, it gives you some schooling too.
Yep.
If you think you know it all, you don't. Because every vehicle is a little different and it's got its own thing. And being persistent, picking people's brains, and
Yeah.
just slowing your rolls sometimes just helps.
Yeah. All right, so we just gotta take it for a drive, make sure everything's good on the road. Everything looked real good on the dyno, so just gotta check out, you know, temperatures, air fuels, and everything. Make sure everything looks good. This is also a good chance to introduce my friend Willie. He's gonna be doing Rocky Mountain Race Week with me in the Curse. We've been talking a lot about that, getting everything ready. So we're probably gonna go pick up the Curse later tonight, get it to the shop, because we've got the new transmission to put in and all that stuff. Willie's gonna be helping me through all of that stuff because he's gonna be there and have to help me with it. So he already knows the ins and outs of the car. He's been with me the whole time building it. Now it's just, we both gotta learn all the auto transmission stuff.
Exhaust sticking out.
Yeah. All right. That feels way good.
Way good.
Yeah. I like it.
It's fun being daily.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I kind of like this thing. I like it better than the supercharger, actually.
yeah. Well, the little single jingle wagon, all-wheel drive, threw down some power. And that was in all-wheel drive mode, not front-wheel drive mode. So that says that thing's just ready to make some jam and should fly. Jamie tackled the Saturn Ion Redline and got it worked out. I kicked his butt for a few, but with our friend's help, Kevin, and a little thinking things through, we all worked it out. And super pleased. So appreciate you guys hanging out and watching. Give us a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Thanks so much for being part of our channel. Thank you.